fell into the jar with a sound that felt like victory, but it echoed like a warning no one heard. In a small, sunlit town lived a quiet man named Harris and his gentle wife, Amina. Their home was simple, their dreams even simpler. A better future, a safer life, and a promise that tomorrow would never be as hard as yesterday. So they began to save. At first, it was a beautiful habit. A few coins tucked away after every meal, a note folded carefully after every small earning. The jar sat on a wooden shelf by the window, catching golden sunlight each morning, glowing like hope itself. Days turned into weeks, and the jar grew heavier. But something else began to grow, too, something invisible. Harris stopped buying fresh fruit from the market, choosing instead the cheapest leftovers. Amina folded her old clothes again and again, stitching worn fabric instead of replacing it. The little joys that once colored their lives quietly faded, one by one, like stars disappearing at dawn. They told themselves it was worth it. Every coin meant safety, every sacrifice meant strength. And yet, the house began to feel quieter. The laughter that once danced between them became rare. The warmth that once filled their evenings turned into silence. The jar, once glowing with hope, now stood like a silent ruler, deciding what they could and could not enjoy. Seasons changed. Spring arrived with blooming flowers, but Harris walked past them, thinking only of how much money he could save by not stopping. Summer came with bright festivals, but Amina watched from a distance, her hands tightly holding on to coins instead of memories. The jar kept filling, and life kept slipping. One evening, as golden sunlight poured through the window, Amina paused while cleaning. Her eyes fell on the jar, now nearly full. It should have felt like success. It should have felt like peace, but it didn't. There was a strange emptiness in the room, as if something precious had been quietly taken away. She looked around. The walls were the same, the furniture unchanged, the jar fuller than ever, but the feeling of home was missing. Harris entered the room, tired from another long day of choosing less, sacrificing more. His eyes briefly met the jar, then moved away, as if even he no longer found comfort in it. Something had shifted, not loudly, not suddenly, but deeply. That night, sleep came slowly. As the moonlight touched the jar, its shadow stretched long across the room, longer than it should have been. It reached the walls, climbed the ceiling, and settled into the corners like a quiet truth waiting to be noticed. The jar was full, but their days were not. The next morning arrived softly, like a second chance. Sunlight entered the room again, but this time it revealed more than just the jar. It revealed the dust on forgotten laughter, the silence where joy once lived, the weight of moments never lived. Amina stood by the window, her hands resting gently on the jar. For the first time, she didn't see savings. She saw missed mornings, skipped smiles, unlived days. Harris stood beside her, and together they looked at the jar, not as a treasure, but as a mirror reflecting everything they had traded away in the name of tomorrow. And in that quiet moment, something inside them changed. Not a loud realization, not a dramatic decision, just a soft understanding. Saving money had slowly turned into saving fear, and fear had quietly taken the place of living. The jar had not only held coins, it had been holding their life hostage. The sunlight grew warmer, as if gently reminding them of something they had almost forgotten, that life was not meant to be paused for a future that never arrives. The jar remained on the shelf, still full, still shining, but no longer in control. And for the first time in a long while, the house felt a little warmer, a little lighter, as if tomorrow had finally made peace with today.
If you like the story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one.